Hey there, Zesty boys, and welcome back to the Zesty podcast. My name, of course, is Tony Shire. Ooh, that was nice.
And I'm Joey Becknell.
And we're back. It's been a hot minute since we've been in this studio. We ran through all our backlogs on podcasts, so now you're getting the closest to a live experience you will ever get.
Yep.
Unless we live stream.
Happy New Year, by the way.
Yeah, welcome to 2020.
Yep. I'm really excited about that.
Are you?
I don't fucking care. I was talking to Abby, my girlfriend. What up, Abby?
What up, Abby?
It's probably the soonest I've brought her up in a podcast.
We'll beat it next time.
I was talking to her yesterday about how annoying it's going to be when our generation gets like 15 to 20 years down the road and we're like, God, how fun was it to be a teenager during the 20 teens? We're saying shit like that.
Do you remember the 20s?
Dude, the 20 teens were killer.
Killer. Is that what they're called, 20 teens? I thought it was 2010s.
I guess 2010s. Being 20 teens and the 20 teens.
It is weird thinking about how, like, saying someone's from the 20s sounds like just like super old, but now we're like in the 20s again. Yeah. We're in the next 20s.
Welcome back to the roaring 20s.
Yeah, exactly. Flappers.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, flappers.
Bring back flappers.
We should do something. I don't think anyone's ever done this before.
Yes.
But next New Year's, we should throw a Great Gatsby themed party.
Yes.
I think people would go crazy because I don't think they have those. Like,
that's so clever.
It'll be like the 20s.
How do you come up with these ideas?
I'm really smart. I host a podcast.
Nice, dude.
Shit. If I ever have to use a Tinder, that would be my bio. I'm really smart. I host a podcast.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Fucking awesome.
But yeah.
No, I would do just a Jim looking for his Pam.
Oh, all these ideas.
Another good one.
All these ideas. But yeah, no, my dad, doxing my dad.
Speaking of Tinder,
I met my dad on Tinder. He always is like, man, the 80s, being a teen in the 80s.
Was he really? I don't think I've ever heard my parents say that. We've all asked my mom what was it like being a teen in the 70s, and she's like this. This is exactly what it was like.
I love that. Well, actually, I guess my dad was a teen in the 70s. He was 20s in the 80s.
I'm trying to think of what exciting thing, I guess probably 20 teens, if there's in 2060 and you're having a 20 teens themed party, it's probably going to be wearing khaki shorts, a polo shirt, and it's just going to be dressing frat, I feel like. I think that was just kind of like what everybody dressed. Right. All the guys dress all the girls wear the oversized shirts. That's going to be the dress. Oh, man, look at that. We look like we're so teen.
God, this is so retro. Yeah.
Wearing chubbies.
Wearing a hoodie under a flannel.
Ooh, that's good. I've actually never done that look.
I hit that look.
I know. It looks warm. Looks comfortable.
It is comfy. Definitely.
I did a buttoned-up flannel for the first time, I think, in my entire life the other day when we were playing disc golf because it was cold.
Nice.
And it felt bad. It felt real wrong.
I was gonna say I'm a fan of the buttoned-up flannel.
Buttoned-up flannel. I don't know. Maybe it was. I was also wearing gym shorts and hiking shoes for trail shoes for disc golf. So I just looked real bad.
You didn't feel right.
Didn't feel right. It was not my fit of choice.
Gotcha.
No one's trying to cop that fit.
Oh man, yeah. I'm trying to think of other styles of the 20 teens,
Cookie Monster hats. No, those are more. That's more early 2000s.
Yeah, that's
that's the 2000s.
The 2000s are gross.
Yeah, are gross. It's not a fun thing. Cargo shorts, big baggy shoes, huge Osiris skate shoes.
Yeah.
And Cookie Monster flat bills.
Oof.
Just,
what a horrible
I was thinking of making sure my phone was on silent, but I was thinking about it the other day. With those Cookie Monster flat bills, I feel like I was very close to getting one just because these look fucking badass. I need one.
Dude,
I didn't
when I see
ever
someone
end up getting
step up
one.
wearing a Cookie Monster flat bill, I'm like, dude,
Mom, we need to go to Hot Topic now.
You're running the room right now, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't. I just wore a lot of UT Austin shirts or hats.
UT Austin.
Hook 'em horns.
Oh, nice.
Because I don't know, just always been a fan of them, and every Easter, starting from when I was in 4th grade, my aunt would send me a new one, so I got one new hat a year, and it was new Texas hat.
Yeah, it's banned in college football. Teams are no longer allowed to do the horns down
Why?
symbol because it's rude or something.
How is it rude?
I don't know. Like,
can you do horns up?
yeah, I mean, if you're a Texas fan, that's their thing. Hook 'em horns.
And then this is like the USF bowls. They do kind of like this number.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Horns are like this. Bowls are
Yeah.
like this. And this llama.
Yeah.
I don't know who the llamas are, but if you ever need to know.
There's probably a minor league baseball team out there that are called the Llamas. They got the wackiest
Yeah,
mascots.
I love minor league baseball teams. Like, I want to start going to games because I don't really like Major League Baseball just because it's so stressful to go in and, like, everything's so serious and, like, expensive. But, like, I feel like in minor leagues, like, we'll pay you $10 to come in, have a gallon of beer for $1, and watch the sugar plums take on the shrimp.
Yeah. We could. We got the Gwinnett Stripers right there.
I like that they rebranded themselves from the Gwinnett Braves to the Gwinnett Stripers.
I know, yeah. It's really cool. I like their uniforms, too.
Yeah, they are cool.
Like Seahawks colors.
What's that one? The Montgomery, like, Butter Biscuits or something?
Yep.
No, ooh, that's my favorite team.
It doesn't get much better
It doesn't
than
get
that.
much better than the Montgomery Butter Biscuits.
Yeah. We've talked about minor league sports names before, I
Have
think.
we? Know what? To dox another person, other Tony who went to North.
When are we gonna cut that?
All right. Joey just said his last name to clarify, even though he already knew who it was. So we're back.
I just wanted you to know I knew who you were talking about.
I knew you knew who I was talking about. But me and Big Mitch were hanging out with him actually 2 days in the past week.
Yeah.
Because we hung out with Big Brad. Went to T-Mac. And then went to Big Brad's house. Old other Tony came over, and he is so much into the rafting, kayaking.
Yeah.
I wish that I was so into something that I knew cool lingo like he does, because he was talking to him and his other friend who were rafting people were just yeah, fucking took down a 4 flight, got pitoned half on a rock, and just boofed it all the way down. It's I just made those were words they said, but I did not use them correctly because I don't know what they mean.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wish that I knew cool words. I was into something so I could talk like that, but I had no idea what they were talking about, and it just sounded so cool.
Yeah, I think I don't know.
Yeah, excellent input.
I get so annoyed by people that use jargon like that.
Really?
And as someone who could probably I'm gonna flex a little bit.
Okay.
As someone who could probably sit down with those gentlemen and know what they were talking about.
What does piton mean?
Piton?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's one that I don't know.
See, that means when you're going down in a kayak and hit the water straight on, or you hit it flat instead of hitting it straight on, I think. Because
that's a boof.
No, boofing is when you go up if you going off a fall and you don't hit it the right way and you piton. I think it's when you hit it flat, and that's how everyone breaks their backs and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But from when he explained it to me, I think that's what he said.
Piton bad, boof good.
Boof fucking good.
Yeah, I know what a boof is.
Yeah, fucking boofed it. That's the only term. I worked at a kayak rental place with a bunch of kayak people, and I loved saying dude, I fucking boofed just whatever we were talking about. Fucking boof it.
Yeah.
Great. Boofing is also taking things up the butt instead of in through your mouth. You can boof a beer.
Oh yeah.
You can boof some Coke.
Sick, dude.
Sick, dude.
But I get so aggravated when I'm talking to someone and they start intentionally using all that jargon and stuff, and I'm just dude, I don't know what you're talking about. Stop.
Climbers are.
They're the worst.
They're pretty bad about it, but it doesn't seem like they're doing it on purpose. It just kind of seems like it's just flowing out of their mouth. Yeah, I can send it, dude.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I learned I went to T-Wall, which is in Chattanooga. It's a really cool climbing place. You have to hike a mile to get up to it, though. No one told me that. It was really hot.
Yeah.
And it was once you get to T-Wall, it's right in the sun, and there's no shakes. It's just this sheer cliff that everyone climbs on. But it was a ton of fucking people.
Oof.
People brought their dogs. There's between the cliff and the edge of the mountain that you can fall off, there's about 10 to 12 feet, and people had their toddlers up there and shit like that. It was really weird, but it was really cool. But we were hanging out with these climber guys, and they were just, I could not understand it. It didn't seem like they were speaking English at all.
Right.
I don't know cool lingo. I know SE. I can say weird YouTube terms like SEO.
Yeah.
But no one's
I
interested
don't know
in
what
that.
you're talking about.
Search engine optimization. It's bullshit.
It's Bolshevik.
That's why no one's seen this podcast, because I don't know how to do SEO. I just know the word.
What is it? Yeah.
It's like optimizing your content so that like making it so that it will be seen as much as possible, like hitting the right keywords, getting the right like right descriptions, right thumbnails, like just doing everything to make it so your video will be like more likely to be clicked and watched and like recommended by the YouTube.
It's like time of day that you post it and stuff like that.
And like it's like I watched a lot of videos on it, and most like it's nothing that really applies to me other than keywords kind of, but because it's more for like people who make 5 to 10 minute videos, because their whole thing is like, all right, make a longer video because YouTube promotes longer videos because it keeps you on the platform longer and lets you see more ads, so YouTube makes more money. But also it's like, make sure that your tags include your title and you say your title in the video and your description has the title. And that works good and well if you're making like 5 to 10 minute videos like coffee reviews or like, all right, guys, we're going to talk about business today, because then you can like hit all those points. And like, because YouTube like listens to the videos too. Like that's how it can tell if you swear and stuff like that, so it'll demonetize you.
Oh,
like
darn it.
Tarnation.
What the frick?
But yeah, but that doesn't really apply to 6-second comedy bits where it's how Boston Dynamics treats their robots. Like, I'm not gonna say this is how Boston Dynamics treats their robots and then do the bit, like, because that would be weird. So basically, I'm just vibing, hoping I get an audience,
just doing your own thing,
just fucking vibing.
I think that's part of your I don't know, your charm. Luster, your charm.
I'm like a small town little boy.
Exactly.
I'm like that fantastic country singer just at the local bar. It's like, how is he not famous? I'm Tex Williams. That would be my name if I was a little country singer boy.
Yeah, they put bread in your jar and they're like, man, what are you doing here?
Yeah. And then one day a man in a white suit and a big hat's going to be like, Tex, we're going to Nashville. And that's gonna it's gonna be like Big Time Rush, but with me. God, I liked that show. Like, I watched it a good bit.
Yeah, my little sister liked it a lot too.
And we're about the same age. Did not like like I would turn it off when it went to like the music video that was always in the song, like, because I don't really like, I liked their kind of, just from nostalgia reasons, like I liked their like kind of first album, I guess, like the Big Time, I think that's what that song's called. And then but I did not like the music videos. My dad viscerally hated the one where it was like, you know, there's a song that ripped off Blur song 2 that's like, woohoo!
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that song by Blur is called
Song 2. Right?
Song 2. Yeah, I just said that. But they made one called Windows Down that literally just rips that off. They probably got like permission to do it, but like they had a commercial that would just play on Nickelodeon. That was the entire music video of that. They would play every commercial break, and my dad would get so angry at it
because he likes Song 2, or because he was just sick of the song.
Just so sick of that song. I mean, I was also. It was really fucking stupid. They had an entire music video as a commercial.
The other day I was watching. I mean, you know, we got playoff football and everything going on right now. And every time the commercials come on, you know, I like reach for my phone and everything. And I just had a moment where I was like, how did I watch TV before having a phone? Yeah.
You remember the Lionel Coin Bank?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Or that like trains and planes and automobiles.
Yeah. Planes, trains, and like Zoo Pals. That's the paper plates that had the faces on them.
God, you must feel like a real, I don't know, failure if you're from some like commercial advertising company. Yeah. And like you're trying to get cable viewers and stuff like that.
Yeah. Especially now.
Just like what do we do to get
I mean, YouTube's just turning into the new cable. Just unskippable ads and shit like that.
Got Hulu. Hulu's got ads.
I have ad block on my computer, and so we have the cheap Hulu, but I still never get ads, which is nice because I don't watch Hulu on TV. I just watch it on my computer.
Cheap Hulu.
It's like the free, like the $5 Hulu that has like 5 minutes of ads every 10 seconds, but with my ad block, it doesn't do anything.
That's awesome.
It is pretty awesome. I was wondering why I did it, because it'd always say ad loading and it'd be like ad 1 of 4, and then it would just go back to the show. I'm like, all right, cool. And I was like, oh wait, no, I have 2 ad blockers on. I have ad block and Origin, just in case one of them misses some.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't have ad block on. That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah. See, I want to be sponsored by Honey because like everyone's sponsored by Honey now, but I also started using Honey and it actually is super cool.
Is
and
it really?
I wish that I could actually get paid to be saying this 'cause it just feels like an ad spot. But like it literally just like you turn Honey on, you go like to buy stuff and it just automatically puts in coupon codes for you.
That's awesome.
It's fucking awesome. And
that doesn't make sense.
Honey, give us some money. We're giving you an ad spot for free. You're gonna get 2 whole more people using your service.
Yeah, I need to try it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Every single damn podcast I listen to talks about Honey.
This episode's brought to you by Honey.
Mm.
We wish we could say that, but it's not. It's just a great service.
This episode's brought to you by the viewers.
Yeah, by viewers like you. Thank you.
Is that PBS?
PBS, yeah. I also would give a spot. I'd also advertise Squarespace. I made my website with Squarespace, but they're not paying me either.
Nice.
Fucking bullshit. Thank you.
I'm trying to think. Box of Awesome. Never used that.
Never used that.
Oh, I used Stitch Fix.
Did you?
Yeah.
See, I want to use Stitch Fix because I'm just so bad at
God,
I'm bad at it.
Exactly.
You get some cool fits though.
Yeah, I did. Nothing I'm currently wearing. But yeah, I've used it like 3 times. The last one I kept everything in my box.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's like you don't have to pay if you don't keep it, right?
Yeah, exactly. You pay a flat $20 for the service, but if you if something in the box costed $20, they take that $20 out of the cost.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So at the end of the day, you're not like paying extra money for the clothes, and in fact, you're like paying less.
I've seen one of my friends uses it. And he just gets the boxes and then returns it and then buys the clothes cheaper, like somewhere else. Like, because he just
your friend's a douche.
He is kind of a douche, but it happens.
Is that Tony?
No, it's not Tony. Other Tony.
Oh, dude. The other night, I was over at Jonathan Penn. Yeah, Jonathan Penn's house.
Doing a shit job today.
I know, I really am.
Our people who are friends with us.
Yeah. Anyways, I was at old
J Penn.
Old Jay's house, and Big Tony was there along with Big Kyle.
Oh. We actually figured out when I was hanging out at Big Brad's house, I'm Big Tony and he's Little Tony because I'm like 6 days older than he is.
Nice.
Because his friend was like, well, we got to figure out which one's older. And he was like, when were you born? And then he was like, shit, because I was Big Tony and he was Little Tony, which has never been a thing for me. Felt so much power.
Nailed it. But yeah, we were over at Big Jonathan's house and we were like very casually eating pizza, like drinking soda. And, like, we played the game Coup. Have you ever heard of that?
I've never heard of Coup.
Really fun game. But Little Tony was just belligerent.
Is that when Kyle punched him in the face?
Might have. Tony was being so fucking mean to Kyle, though. This game, like, you, like, screw people over. It's, like, a card game, and it's, like, very fast-paced. Like, a game just lasts, like, 8 minutes, maybe. And we played 9 or 10 rounds. And yeah, Tony was just constantly screwing over Kyle, and Kyle couldn't play the game because Tony was no regard for himself, just screwing over Kyle, but also taking Snapchat videos with his phone in Kyle's face saying square up and fight me and stuff.
Yeah.
It was making me so mad.
The day after was when I hung out with Brady and Tony. Cause Tony was like, yeah, Kyle hit me last night because I kept telling him to square up. And then he did. Then we called Kyle, and Kyle's like, how's your nose? Quit telling me to square up if you don't want shit to happen. That's really funny. All in good fun, I assume.
Yeah,
but
just punching people in the face in good fun.
Old Big Tony is probably the only reason I'm alive right now because we'll take the viewers back to, I think it was the summer of 2014.
Nice.
We all were going on a hiking trip to Three Forks, and I didn't really know old Joey here at all. And Joey, Brady, and Eric Decker at Eric, there was 12 people going hiking, but I was in this car. And then I had a giant, because I've never been backpacking or anything, and I showed up, met at the Outdoor World when we were going to leave to go to the hiking trail. I had a big cooler and a giant tarp, and Joey said, "Put that shit away." And I was like, "Oh, what?" And then he's like, "Put the cooler away." I was like, "Okay." And then I had the tarp. He like, "Oh," and Joey said, "Oh, I have a tarp. You don't need that." I was like, "Okay," and put the tarp back in my car. And then we drove to the mountain and shit, and like it's about time for like it to be evening. And Joey says, "Oh, there's no room for you under this tarp." And so I had to hang my hammock up outside where there was no tarp. And it started raining that night. And I was just like, well, I guess I'm just going to die. And then old Tony showed up with a tarp, and we made a little sweet.
So the moral of the story is...
Don't be
Joey's
friends
a
with Joey. If you don't know Joey, he's going to be mean to you.
What up?
What up?
Yeah.
Don't buy real estate from him. He's too mean.
I remember that trip. There was like 13 people in that one campsite.
There was a lot, and it was like 3 different cars too.
Yeah,
like,
I was
like
so
squads.
annoyed.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was like there were cliques within the campsite.
There was very much clicks within the campsite.
Yeah, that was a bad trip.
Yeah, it was alright. I mean, it was just first time I went out with people, so it was fun.
Yeah,
We should go on a camping trip.
we should.
Yeah, we're unemployed. We don't got nothing.
Yeah, we'll record an episode out there.
That'd be pretty cool.
We keep making empty promises to viewers.
Empty promises.
We said we were gonna like review the Witcher show.
Yeah, we also we said we were gonna review the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
we said we were gonna make a show where we get drunk and talk in Louisiana accents.
Eventually we'll do that.
We might.
I can almost guarantee you that will happen one night. Like we'll just be like, shit, dude, let's get hammered.
We promise to make blood pacts with anyone who meets us in public.
Shit, I'm so worried that someone's gonna show up. I do not want to make a blood pact with anybody.
I've only had one person come up to me. It was while I was in Stars and Strikes.
Oh,
I was like walking out of the bathroom, and like I just nod to people whenever I see them, just because like, "How you doing?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Wait, you're ZestyBoyz." I was like, "I am ZestyBoyz."
Hell yeah, dude.
And like gave
What up?
him a handshake. It was super cool. So shout out guy at Stars and Strikes. You did not give me your name, but we could have had something special.
That guy at Stars and Strikes, Lauren Belkis.
Lord.
That was Lauren at Stars and Strikes.
He flew all the way from Scandinavia to be here.
And that kid's name, Albert Einstein.
Okay. Slow claps from the back.
Everyone started slow clapping as security removed him from the premises.
R/that happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
That's
r/I have Reddit.
Wow.
r/whoosh.
Is there an r/I have Reddit?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like people in YouTube comment sections that'll like comment like r/whoosh or something, and it's making fun of them.
Mm-hmm.
But like it became kind of weird and meta because someone would say like r/whoosh in a YouTube comment section, and someone would respond r/I have Reddit, and it's like,
all right.
I enjoyed all the screenshots.
It's subreddits all the way down.
Yeah, I never participated in that community.
I'm trying to think of what. There was a recent subreddit that I humans are metal. That was one that I just recently discovered and like went through top, looked at all of them.
Oh, we could do like a subreddit of the week. That'd be kind of neat.
We could do a subreddit of the week. We're basically a Reddit podcast at this point. Like,
yeah. We're like a podcast because we always reference other podcasts during our podcast.
We're the podcast you didn't know you wanted.
Exactly, baby.
Yeah,
welcome.
The weekly rundown of Reddit, and then we'll see.
I recently unsubscribed from Gamers Rise Up.
Did you? That means you're an adult now.
Yeah, I first like joined it because it was like funny and like I don't know, I thought it was funny, but now it's like very racist, and I'm I don't think you guys are kidding.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like some people don't understand that it's the joke, and like my little brother Tommy just turned 21 the day before yesterday, the 30th, and at his party,
happy birthday, dude!
Happy birthday, Tommy! You're not gonna watch this, but one of the shirts that Savannah wanted to get him, who's my sister, who was on this podcast, it said, "Wake up, turn 12, game all day."
I like that.
I want one in a men's XL. Wake up, turn. Like
we should just like frame it. We should like frame a shirt like that.
Get a shadow box or something, like how you do with military uniforms. Is there still a market for like gamer T-shirts for like middle schoolers? Do they still wear those?
Yeah, they're called Fortnite T-shirts.
Oh yeah, I had a shirt. This was in 5th grade, and one of the PE teachers was like, "Oh, you. I was like, I'm a bad boy. It was an bright orange shirt and
nice.
with
I love
black
where this
drawing.
is
It was like
going.
kind of one of those stick figure shirts, and it was a picture of a girl that was angry that had duct tape over her mouth and said, "I fixed my sister."
I love those shirts. It's like eat, sleep, video game.
Yeah, but she was like, you. I'm like, you know me.
I remember there was this dude in my middle school. Oh my god. His name was John. And I know not to say his last name, but he had a shirt that was like a rib cage, and instead of a heart, there was like a GameCube controller.
Was it GameCube, really? Or was it like Xbox?
It was like, I remember it was a weird looking controller, so I think it was GameCube.
It's a Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
He was an old, annoying hipster before it was cool.
Yeah, and I remember one time in 6th grade, literally I remember the classroom, it was 6th grade, his phone went off, and he had that ringtone that was like, ring, 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 ring.
Jeez.
Just got like progressively louder. And he was like,
oh my God.
Everyone knew it was him, and we were all like looking at him like, oh dude, that's an annoying ringtone. And like the teacher stopped, and he was like trying to like play it off like it wasn't his phone. And finally the teacher was like, John, you need to silence your device. And it's meanwhile the phone's over there like, ring, ring.
I had what's that song? It's like do 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 do. Like, do you know that
No.
what that tone is? There was one where it was like a chicken clucking it, and like I didn't pay for it, so I used like my old like Sony Ericsson and recorded audio from YouTube to record that ringtone. So just like a super low quality recording of a chicken clucking that whatever song that was, and that was my ringtone for a while.
That's awesome.
Now my ringtone's the dial-up sound from an old modem.
Oh yeah, I've heard your ringtone. It's horrible.
I know, it's awful, but I love it.
I hear so many people that have the duck.
Oh yeah, that's my mom's timers are all ducks.
Oh god, I hate the duck.
Her kids love it though at school. Her kids meaning me. Yep. I love it. Like, yeah,
again! The duck again.
Quack quack.
You and Tommy like high five.
Yeah,
yes!
we hear it. We run upstairs.
Mama,
time was going off.
Yeah, dude. Freaking, I hear that duck all the time. I hear like the default Apple ringtone, and then there's like this other ringtone, and it's like burnt into my brain, but it's like chicka down, chicka down, chicka down, chicka down. I don't know. It's. I wish I'd. But I was an RA in college, and that was our ringtone, and I would get called at like 4 a.m. and hear that going off in my room. So like whenever I hear it in public, I like.
That's like I made the song Peer Gynt. If I played it, you would know it.
Okay.
I'm gonna play it right now because I want to show you. I want to show you a few different things, and we're not getting monetized anyway. So we'll
I was gonna say make sure you don't exceed 15 seconds or something.
You're gonna recognize this song almost immediately.
Peer Gynt.
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe you won't. Nope. Oh, that one you probably recognize too. I think it's Peer Gynt 5 is the one.
I did recognize
Maybe
that.
Sweet too. God damn it! How many Peer Gynts are there? The fuck is happening? There we go.
Oh yeah.
I made that my ringtone this summer when I had to wake up at 5 to go to work, and that song made me like viscerally sick whenever I hear it because it was such Let me see if I can find the actual one because it was just so aggressive to wake up to. It was just a miserable thing to have happen to me every morning. I don't know why I did it to myself.
In like high school,
here it is. It's giving me PTSD just from hearing that.
That was loud.
It's really loud.
In high school, I woke up to Daylight by Matt and Kim, I think.
I was in the daylight.
No.
We'll be on. What's
no, it's like
Maroon 5.
We gonna out to the daylight.
I don't know.
I'm gonna play it. I mean, while we're playing songs.
That's okay. Yeah. You didn't see that, but we have a lot of beer bottles over there.
There's so much.
Let me see if you can guess the name of this song. I think you'll be able to. It's Margaret's ringtone.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna die real quick.
Margaret.
Let's see. No, not this one. Select ringtone. Where is it? Ooh, this was a fun one to wake up to. I actually enjoyed this. It's actually pretty relaxing to wake up to.
That's a good one.
What the fuck's it?
Dude, I just noticed that
Keep playing. I can't fix
your pullover says Willie on it.
Athens Clark County Water Business Office. I found this at Goodwill. Willie is probably dead or fired.
Yeah.
We'll assume dead. Oh, here it is. Tell me if you can note. I made that Margaret's ringtone.
That's awesome.
Hey, thanks. I know.
I think in Call of Duty Black Ops, on one of the levels, it would play that song.
I'm sure it did. I actually don't mind that song. Like, I get that it's a meme, but like, I'll jam to it if it comes on.
All right.
Wake me up. I really like the skeleton chair. Have you ever seen? I think I've probably showed you that. I'll let you watch that on your own. But it's basically, it's like just type in "bring me to life chair" and you'll see it. It's a great meme.
Oh my goodness.
It's a new decade of memes coming out.
Oh yeah. What is like? My little sister is always showing me, my youngest little sister.
The puppies.
Yeah. She's always showing me memes that she finds funny. She's in like 9th grade, so she's 15. And I just don't get it. I don't know if TikTok? I'm old. Yeah, she loves TikTok.
I don't like TikTok. I didn't like Vine though, so
I loved Vine.
See, people are like, "Oh, well, you gotta look on TikTok because there's some like hidden ones that are like Vines." I'm like, I didn't like Vine though. Like, all the ones that people are like that. I don't even know. I guess I'm just cynical, but like even the ones that were like not like Lele Pons and those fucking people who I cannot stand, like the ones that like are like known to be like the funny ones and stuff like that. I was just like, I don't know.
Nick Coletti and stuff.
Yeah, like I don't know. It just feels forced to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. But people say I am like Vine because I have 4-second videos and shit like that. So.
Yeah. Well, that's like the only criteria, isn't it? You freaking idiots.
Yeah, you freaking idiots.
Oh, it's a 4-second video. It's a Vine.
But yeah, never liked TikTok. It's just like a weird place for old dudes to look at 14-year-old girls.
Yeah.
Like,
I have been on TikTok and like I now have gone on it enough that it's like optimized to like my liking, so stuff's funny. Most of the time, but like when I was first on there, it was like nothing but like that Renegade song and like literal 12-year-olds dancing in like very
like crop tops and shit.
Yeah,
like,
I was
weird.
like, I feel disgusting.
Like there's
watching this.
I don't use TikTok, but on Instagram, one of my friends, I would just like ironically send him like just like really cringy TikToks of like just like really cringy TikToks, just like that. Are probably people like, oh my god, that's good, and like it's clearly bots posting them because it's like would love him ? Is like the title of like the post and shit like that. But like, so I just started sending like my friend like all that stuff like would love him, like just stuff like that, and then like all my search like my explore on Instagram was all just TikTok shit. I'm like, I need to stop.
Yeah.
And so like the past few days I've just been going through and doing like the see fewer of these posts, like not interested in these posts.
Yeah.
We're getting them out.
Slowly siphoning them out of the search bar.
A lot of the hot guy TikToks where it's like, oh, what would you do if he was in your biology class? It's just some girl filming a dude who doesn't know he's being filmed and shit. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Like high school boys just with thick jawlines.
Ugh.
That's all you gotta do to be hot in high school. Have a rigid jawline.
I wish I had a good jawline. I have to grow a beard in order to.
Yeah, I can't grow a beard and I don't have a good jawline. So.
Your jawline is fine.
Oh, thank you.
Great.
I was just fishing for a compliment there.
Yeah,
especially if I like clench my teeth.
Yeah.
Get all modelly.
I can do this and like have a big chin.
Big chin boy. Oh yeah. You look good with facial hair though. I like your beard today. It seems very trimmed but also very thick.
I trimmed it yesterday.
Ooh, it's nice.
I
For
did
the
a
new
good
year,
job.
yeah.
Thank you. Because it looked awful and I shouldn't say that, but people were complaining.
Abby.
No, it was really bad. I needed to trim it.
If we reach 10,000 subscribers, Joey will do a mustache for a week.
Yes.
All right.
I can do that.
All right.
10,000 subscribers.
Abby, you're going to have to advertise against us because it's going to happen.
I can like pick a week. With her work, she travels a lot. I'll find a week where she's traveling.
Okay.
And
that way you'll see it on the pod and it'll be great.
So that I don't get beaten.
Might have to cut that out.
I'm just kidding. My girlfriend's very loving,
Mm-hmm.
and I return that love.
We had to re-record
enjoy
this
each other.
podcast because she called him right there.
Yeah.
Yelled at him for a while.
She said, "Joey, I feel like you're talking about me."
Very well could be.
Yeah.
How about those new puppies you just got in your house? Tell us the story,
Yeah.
Joey.
Oh my goodness. I thought you'd never ask. That is, oh man. So I have a German Shepherd, and we went ahead and bred it. And she just had a litter of 9 healthy puppies, 7 girls, 2 boys.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Only 2 boys. Wow.
Yeah, it was really weird. But they are so cute. Their like eyes haven't opened because they were only born 3 days ago.
It's insane. It's so precious.
I guess 5 days ago when this releases.
It's gotta be so hard for like dogs in the wild to protect puppies.
Yeah.
There's so many of them. I guess that's why there's so many of them. But like,
well, like I wasn't there when they were born. I sort of wish I could have been, but
Bad
also
father.
I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Joey's the dad for those who don't know.
I like to think I'm more of a cool uncle.
You know,
Like I'm not gonna watch all that gross stuff, but I'll get you cool birthday presents.
I'll give him beer when he's 16.
Yeah, but yeah, apparently it's very common, especially in first litters that are kind of bigger, like this one was, for there to be a couple like stillbirths and like some deaths. We didn't have any of those.
Wow.
It was really, we were really
And
fortunate.
it's a purebred German Shepherd bred with another purebred German Shepherd.
Yep,
You selling these puppies?
we are.
Ooh.
But we like my mom did not want to do it for profit, because it's just kind of
It's weird. Yeah.
So she's just selling them for the price of shots.
Do you guys have like the breeder? Did you get like a breeder license and shit like that?
No.
Because if you have less than 3 litters a year, isn't it that like the thing or something?
don't
There's
know.
some weird like you can't sell your dog's puppies unless you have the breeding rights to it. Like
Oh really?
and like and another thing that's weird is like if I bought like a purebred Cocker Spaniel from someone, I'm not allowed to breed that dog unless I buy the breeding rights from the person I got it from because it's their intellectual property because they bred that dog.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Yeah.
Most people I feel like aren't weird about it, but if you have like a champion breed dog, I feel like people will be like, you can give me 10 grand and I'll let you breed it. And like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Huh.
How much are shots? Are they pretty expensive?
Like $200.
A piece?
Yeah.
A piece, really?
A piece.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. So you're just basically selling the pups for like about $200 then?
Yeah. My mom, the way she's doing it, because she's
That's real cheap for a purebred German
well,
Shepherd.
yeah, it's 200 if we like know the person. If it's someone like completely random, which a couple like very random people have like
Reached out.
reached out, she'll sell them for like 800 or 900,
Okay.
which is on the lower end.
Yeah, that's still cheap for a purebred German Shepherd.
Yeah.
Are you going to keep one?
I am
Are you
probably going to keep one.
Joey.
I'm thinking about
Joey,
it.
you're making a mistake. A German Shepherd. A dog is a lot of responsibility. A German Shepherd is a fuckload of responsibility.
Like my dad.
Hey, man, I'm just saying. Everyone, whenever a German Shepherd kills Osama bin Laden, everyone goes out and buys one. And then a bunch of German Shepherds end up super aggressive and in shelters.
Hey,
I believe you, though. You need something. You don't got anything right now.
you're right.
And when we live together, German Shepherds have a lot of energy. My dog has a lot of energy. They'll keep each other distracted.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 But I
Let's
think
get Mitchell one, too.
yeah, Mitchell will just hey Mitchell, if you make it this far in the podcast, just let us know and we won't get you a German Shepherd.
Yeah, but if not, we're wrapping one tonight.
Yep.
Or whenever the night of when it comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
Which collar color are you keeping?
I think red.
Red. A boy?
No, it's
Okay.
a girl. And she's the 9th born and the runt.
The runt.
So, but she is precious. Just an absolute treasure.
Did you name her?
I haven't yet. I don't know.
What do you have any name ideas?
I have a couple.
What's the pool right now? We'll let
one,
Lauren pick.
One that I won't end up naming her, but I kind of like is Bor, B-O-R.
Boar.
That's Bringer of Rain, my favorite Braves baseball player Josh Donaldson.
Jesus, that's a horrible name.
It is. All right.
Boar.
But
I feel like you were just feeling that out with me. You really wanted to name it, and that was your focus
I do
group.
really want to name it that, but everyone who I've told that idea to
Boar.
has been like, dude, that is the worst name I've
It's
ever
a
heard.
pretty bad name. It's cool, but it's a bad name.
Yeah, especially when I have to like explain it.
Bringer of Rain, baseball, you know.
Yeah. Josh Donaldson, he freaking rakes, dude.
You should name it Burrow.
Burrow. There's one named Burrow.
Is there
yeah.
purple collar or yellow collar?
Purple.
Okay.
Yellow collar is JJ for Justin Jefferson.
Good.
4 touchdowns last Saturday.
Do you know Joe Burrow has more touchdowns in Mercedes-Benz this season than Matt Ryan does?
That's awesome.
It's unfortunate for Matt Ryan.
Yeah, that's a sad stat. Anyways, though, other names before we go too deep into sports that we don't know anything about.
Just very easy to do.
It is very easy to do. Shit. Oh yeah, other names. Nola. I thought about that.
Nola. Everyone names their dog Nala.
Nala. Yeah, I don't want it to be Nala, but Nola for New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yeah.
I thought about naming it Gumbo, but that's another bad name.
That's a great name. Gumbo.
And then just Mia. I kind of like that.
I have Rosa Barks. So.
Yeah, Rosa and Mia.
Yeah.
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman.
Talking about civil rights activists. Thought about Martin Luther King for her.
Yeah. MLK.
Just call her MLK.
Give me
Yeah.
a milk. Milky.
Milky. No, I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a name. I haven't had a name yet where I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
My dad wants to name it Solo after
the movie Han Solo.
I think after Han Solo, and his reasoning is just he said, yeah, name it Solo. It was the 9th born, the last one. And I'm like,
what does that have to do with
I was like, do you know what Solo means?
It means one.
No, he said she's like a lone wolf,
Mm.
like the last one. And I was like, I don't know.
I realized my family, it's just kind of in my blood to like giving animals political names because we have a cat named Chairman Meow and I have a dog named Rosa Barks. Just like political, like
And Dingo.
historical figures. Yeah, Dingo. Can't trust her.
Yeah.
But yeah, historical figures with a fun dog name or animal name.
Yeah. What could I name her? That's a good historical
I
name.
don't know. Malcolm Fetch.
Nikki's gamer tag on PS4 is Saddam Hussein.
Jesus. Saddam Hussein. How's your
Yeah.
mom feel about that? Does she know?
I think he's told her, and she just laughed.
Nicholas.
I mean, he's making fun of a
Yeah.
horrible human being by
Yeah.
putting dong in his name.
That is true. That was like there was one episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway, and someone said Hitler for the people, and then the producer came out and was like, you can't make fun of Hitler and stuff like that. Like, it's fucked up. And then like the rest of the time, like what's his name? Like Drew Carey was just like, all right, we can make fun of Native Americans, I guess, but not Hitler. And they just were talking about how they were allowed to do like these weird like other characters and stuff that were still kind of racial stereotypes,
Right.
but for some reason you're not allowed to make fun of Hitler. It's more just the name Hitler is just bad.
Yeah.
But like making fun of him should be like, yeah.
It should be commonplace. That guy's
yeah,
a horrible human being.
one of the worst,
and an idiot.
Yeah, both.
Yeah. No, it's definitely just us being like, we hear Hitler and it's like Voldemort.
Yeah, stop.
It's like he who should not be named. But yeah, no, I'm all for making fun of Hitler.
Yeah,
Dude's an idiot.
dude is an idiot. You can see why I didn't get into art school.
Yeah. There's so many memes about that.
There
like,
it is. Yeah, r/history memes. That's a good one.
Dude, I love that one.
It's a great one.
History memes. I just recently subscribed. It's probably my subreddit of the week. We have a graphic for that, right? Like subreddit of the week. Woo! Mine was Tripping Through Time.
Ooh.
I recently.
Tripping Through Time and surreal memes are two that I got really into, but now I'm not really into anymore.
Yeah, you're sick of it.
surreal memes used to be funnier. Now it's just kind of that weird like 3D head that says everything. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just like the Stonks guy.
Yeah.
But like it's just that head. It's like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah, whatever.
I do like surrealism is my favorite type of art, followed
really?
by absurdism. I like both those.
I like
things.
Dadaism.
Is it Dada or is it Dowdism?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't actually like it. I just was trying to name something that I've heard before.
Yeah. I have 2 tickets to the High Museum of Art.
Am I?
I specifically told Margaret this morning she can't go, so we'll see how serious she thought I was.
Oh, man. Well, I think this is a good time for a smooth transition. Tony,
I was about to ask you, but you can ask.
what was your bummer of the week?
My bummer of the week. I thought we were starting with the good one.
Nah, dude.
Bummer of the week. I was a little sick last night, and it was New Year's Eve. Couldn't go out to a party, did anything. Me and the lady were both feeling under the weather.
That sucks.
And it was just like, I felt like there's unnecessary pressure to party on New Year's Eve. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's just kind of like, oh, you got to party. It's New Year's Eve. It's like, well, why? Like, I like to do it, but like it felt like there was like even more last night. Cause it was like, oh, it's a new decade. It's like it literally means nothing. Like,
Yeah.
But I don't know. That was my bummer. I couldn't rage.
You're so jaded and old. You're just like, oh, it literally means nothing. It's just another day. Stupid kids.
Time's a social construct, baby.
Yeah. Welcome to the real world.
Get rid of the 40-hour work week.
That's my bummer too.
Should be. Bernie Sanders 2020.
We are all doomed.
We are doomed. Well, what's your bummer of the week, Joey?
Oh gosh, I've been trying to like stall a little bit so I could think about it.
It's hard. I forget to come in with them.
Yeah, I know, me too. My bummer of the week, probably. Here we go. Let's make this a sports podcast again.
All right.
Probably that the Seahawks didn't beat the 49ers, which means that the Saints don't get the first round bye in the playoffs. We got to play Minnesota this Sunday.
See, that's probably my dad's bummer too. My mom's a huge 49ers fan. My dad's a huge Seahawks fan. It's rough.
Little East Coast, West Coast rivalry.
It's not East Coast, West Coast.
Double West Coast.
They're fighting for the same playoff spot, Joey.
Exactly. No. But yeah, so Saints got to play Minnesota this weekend, and then they're probably going to, after they beat Minnesota, knock on wood, they're going to have to play the Packers in Green Bay.
Vikings, then Packers. That's like a northern showdown.
Yeah, it's going to be annoying, but it's better than playing the 49ers. We're saved from that.
Did you hear the Dolphins beat the Patriots?
Yeah, that was awesome. Or like when the Falcons beat the 49ers.
Yeah.
That was...
It's just like, all right, here's a great draft. Oh, wait, nope. You're doing well at the end? All right. You don't get the good draft pick anymore.
Yep.
It's the dumbest thing you can do.
Well, the Bengals are like locked in.
Joe Burrow. New quarterback.
Yeah. He's like already practicing with the team, probably.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably been like just getting the Bengals tattoo, like son of a bitch. But I feel like if you're a great quarterback in college, you know that's what's gonna happen. It's like you're preparing to go to a shit team, and it's like we're gonna build this team up. We're gonna get some good guys.
Yeah,
it's our year. Start a late. What is it? A dynasty.
Yeah, it's the beginning of an era.
Are you a Bengals fan now?
No.
You can still say go Tigers.
Yeah, whatever. I don't.
Joe Burrow's dead to me.
I hate the Bengals uniforms.
Yeah, they are kind of annoying.
They're so ugly. Those helmets.
What's your favorite uniforms if you had to pick?
I think the Buffalo Bills. I just like red, white, and blue though.
Yeah.
You know?
You're a Patriot.
Yeah, and I like the buffalo on the helmets, and I like a white helmet too.
Yeah, white helmets. I would probably say mine is actually the 49ers. I just feel like they have had the same look. It just looks retro.
It's pretty classic.
It's nice.
Yeah.
What's your super whoop-a-diddy of the week?
My super whoop-a-diddy was for sure last night. I had a lot of fun. Not to
just partying on New Year's Eve 2020.
Not to rain on your bummer, but yeah, I had a great time. We went out to old Dahlonega, Georgia, and hit some bars. We hit old Shenanigans.
There's a Shenanigans in Statesboro too.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I just crushed a few beers, and then we went back to some friend's house. This might be like my low key bummer. Last night I went to some other bar, and I forget what the name was, but they were about to close out, and they were definitely like pissed off when we walked in. And the bartender asked me for my ID. And I like gave it to him and then turned away and looked at them, and I was like, God, I hope my fake works. And he just like stared at me and was like, that's not funny, dude. And I felt like an idiot. I was just
like that joke's funny, like if you're in the group, but like if you're like a server or some shit, it's like I could get fired if this is actually a fake. It's just like I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, so
You're just an asshole, Joey.
I guess I am.
Yeah.
I've gotten laughs out of servers before saying that.
You're just trying to be a people pleaser.
Yeah, you're right. Anyways, though, the Super Bowl Diddy sucked.
Yeah, it did pretty much suck. It kind of ruined my bummer. Made my bummer worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, my Super Bowl Diddy is that I raged into the new year.
Nice.
So,
Lucky one.
I'm sorry. What was your Super Bowl?
I don't think I have. No. My Super Whoop-a-Diddy of the week was that I hit 4,000 subscribers.
What?
It felt good.
We have a graphic for that too.
Right there, right next to the subreddit of the week one.
We never take the graphic off once it goes on.
It's just always there. Be frustrating.
There probably won't be a graphic.
There probably won't be a graphic. There might be, but there won't.
Yeah, we'll see.
But small victories. I'll take them when I can.
My low-key Super Whoop-a-Diddy though.
Low-key.
Beer podcast after this.
Ooh,
stoked about it.
Tune in yesterday for the beer podcast.
Yep.
Zesty_podcast. Well, now that we've covered about all the bases. I'd say, not to make a sports reference, but this has been a grand slam.
Absolutely.
We'll call it
a real touchdown.
A Denny's breakfast reference. It's a grand slam.
Nice.
There we go. Thank you for tuning into this episode. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. Sorry about all this.